Good late morning or good early afternoon, wherever you guys might be. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch, the 1977 One and Gone tournament. This is the final game of the second round of this tournament. It is game number 18, and in my opinion, I think, was the best game scheduled of the second round games. It's the number 10 Cincinnati Reds at 88-74, taking on the number 7 Pittsburgh Pirates at 96-66 here at Three Rivers Stadium. I thought this was going to be the best game on the board. Two excellent top-of-the-line lineups, two very good pitchers, very good pitching staffs, good hitting, good fielding, good ranges on both sides. This game, I really felt I couldn't really pick a winner here. There have been a couple upsets so far in the second-round bracket, as you can see. Third-round games are already set. The Texas Rangers will take on the Kansas City Royals. That will be game number 19, and we'll have that game tomorrow. Game number 20, the Orioles will take on the Dodgers. Game number 21 will be the winner of this game, hosting the California Angels, since they knocked off the Phillies in game 14. And game number 22 is a Subway one-off game, as the New York Mets will travel across town to take on the New York Yankees. That is the third round schedule of this 26-team one and gone tournament for 1977. So this is the final game of the second round. It will be Fred Norman going up against Jim Rooker between these two. I know there were a lot of good games played between these two teams in 1977, and I'm expecting, nonetheless, here some very good action. Three Rivers Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts, 2 from walks, and nothing, and there's no adjustment for homers. Starting pitcher for the 1977 Pittsburgh Pirates will be Jim Rooker. He was 14-9 with a 3.08 ERA. And so he should be a strong contender here against the Reds. I think the Reds are going to have a tough game against him. But then again, the Reds have this awesome lineup. Let's go to the top of the first inning. Leading off will be third baseman Charlie Hustle himself. It will be Pete Rose. Let's get this exciting game underway. I've been looking forward to playing this one for a while. That is a 6-6 for Rooker. That is at the ballpark. Three Rivers Stadium says 3-1. That is a star line 2, and that is a fly out to center. Yes, I've been waiting to play this one ever since I saw this game was scheduled. Here is the right fielder, Ken Griffey. 5-2 on Rooker's card. Strikeout chance. 12 will be too high. Griffey, a 2-6. That's a star line 1, and he grounds out to short. Next batter is the second baseman, Joe Morgan. May he rest in peace. Lost many legends in 2020. This year can't get over fast enough. 1-5 for Rooker's card against the lefty. That is a walk plus 10. And Joe Morgan easily will trot down to first, as his left-handed pitching walk rating goes to a 31, so he goes to first. And now we will see left fielder George Foster. We'll see if there's anything on a strat. And 18, nothing happening with 2 outs. Forever May 90 joins me here at Three Rivers Stadium for this exciting final game of the second round of this tournament. As I've said earlier in this telecast, I was, out of all the games waiting to play, even though I had a great game between the Mets and the Red Sox, this was the one I was looking forward to the most. 3-2, that is a range play. Foster, 1-3, that's a fly ball to center field. The center fielder is Omar Moreno for Pittsburgh, and his range is a 5. And he will make that play. He has plenty of room and will put it away and end the inning. A walk is all the Reds get, and nothing going on. No score. As Keith Harris says, let's go Bucks. Bottom of the first inning, starting pitcher for the 1977 Cincinnati Reds will be Fred Norman. He was 14-13 with a 3.38 ERA. Tom Seaver pitched the last game for the Reds. And let's see if I need to... Yep, I need to kill that call. Another strange phone call. Get rid of that. Okay. And Tom Seaver pitched beautifully, actually, taking care of the Seattle Mariners in their first game. Leading off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the first, shortstop Frank Taveras. Norman's pitch is a 5-2. That's a strikeout chance, and a 9 is not going to do it. That'll be too high. Taveras, a 1-3. That is a hit column roll against to right field. Against the lefty, that is a 19, and that is going to be above the triple rating. So a 19 is just a fly out to right. Taveras hits it hard, but gets under it a little bit. Here is the third baseman, Phil Garner, future Astro. Norman with the pitch, 6-5. That is a strikeout chance, and the 2 will get Garner. Norman had 160 Ks in 77. Next up is the right fielder, Dave Parker. A beast, a real beast of a player. Norman with the pitch. That is a 3-2. That's a strikeout chance, and a 6 will get Parker. And Norman strikes out 2 out of 3 batters. Nothing going on for Pittsburgh at the end of 1. Top of the second coming up. Leading off for the Reds will be the catcher, Johnny Bench. He had 31 homers that year in 77. 1977 Cincinnati Reds, pretty much the last year of the big red machine. But they were still very potent. 3-5 from Rooker. Strikeout chance, 18 too high. Johnny Bench, 2-3. That is a single into left field for a base hit. Bench gets the first hit of the game. He will trot on down to first, and that will bring up shortstop Dave Concepcion. Anything on a strat? In 11, nothing happening. Bench did not really had a couple of stolen bases. Infield halfway, of course. Rooker, 3-5. And that is a strikeout chance of 17 too high. Concepcion, 3-3. That is a line drive it right back to the pitcher. Line out to the pitcher. Let's see if there's a double play. Johnny Bench is on first. So a 1-4, he's out. That is a 4, and he's out. Line drive right back to Rooker. Immediately throws to first to get Johnny Bench. 2 outs. That is your typical, very common L1-3. Two men down. And the batter will be Danny Dreesen. Rooker's pitch, 3-5. That is a strikeout chance. The 15 is too high. Dreesen, 6-4. That against the lefty is going to be a fly out to right field. And that will end the inning. 1 hit for the Reds. They do get a hit, but they can't do anything with it after that big line-out double play. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Leading off for the Pirates will be the first baseman, Bill Robinson. Batted .304 that year, one of the Pirates' better hitters that season. Norman's pitch, 1-2, strikeout chance, 5 gets him. And that is the 3rd straight strikeout by Norman. 1 out. Next up is the left fielder, Al Oliver, another good hitter. This Pirates team was very good in 77. 1-2, strikeout chance. 1 will get Oliver against the lefty. 7 minus 1 is 6. That's a 1 anyway. And that is the 4th consecutive strikeout by Norman, as he looks like he is dealing right now. Second baseman, Rennie Stinnett, will come up for the Pirates. He had an excellent year. He batted .336. Norman, 2-3, strikeout chance, 11. That one is too high. Stinnett swings, 2-6. That's a ground out to short. And a 1-2-3 inning for Norman. And we stay at no score at the end of 2 in this matchup of 2 National League powerhouses in 77. Top of the 3rd coming up. Here is center fielder Cesar Geronimo for the Reds. 3-3 on Rooker's card, walk plus 10. And against the lefty, that becomes a 15. Minus 2 is a 13. That's a 15. Geronimo does not walk. Three River Stadium prevents Geronimo from walking, but he does get a chance to hit. That is a 4-2, and he lines out right back to Rooker for 1 out. Line drive to Rooker, and Rooker puts out his glove and saves himself from getting smashed in the chest. And that is out number 1. That's the second time Rooker had stopped a scorching ball hit right for him. Here is the pitcher for the Reds. That is Fred Norman. He batted 110 that year as a pitcher. 3-3 for Rooker. That is a walk plus 10. And it looks like he's going to walk the pitcher. 7-17 is a 15, and he walks the pitcher. Ugh. Cardinal rule in baseball, don't walk the pitcher. And Norman will trot down to first. Here is Pete Rose. I'll roll for Strat anyway. That is a 3. And we have anything going on? Nope, Norman's not going anywhere. No steal rating for him. Infield, of course, is halfway. See my board a little bit crooked there. Rooker will pitch to Rose, and that is a 2-1. That is a blank. Rose swings 6-3. That is a star line 4. That is a ground out to second base. Rose's double play rating is a 2. 3, 4 from 1 from Rooker. The shortstop for the Pirates is Taveras. He adds nothing extra. A 1-4, they turn the 2. It is a 5. They do not. So Norman is definitely out at second. And Rose beats the relay back to first, but there are 2 outs. So that is your typical fielder's choice. And the batter is Ken Griffey as Charlie Hustle beat the throw. 2 outs now. Infield back to normal. Here is Griffey. 2-3 for Rooker's card. That is a range. I'm sorry, 3-2. That's a range play. Still a range play. 3-2. That is a range play. Griffey, 1-2. That is a star line 3. That's a fly ball to right, and that is hit to Parker. Parker's range is a 5. Does he make it? He does. Barely leaps down and grabs the base, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. On a fly out to right. So nothing for the Reds. As Dave Parker needed a 5, and he needed at least a 5 or lower, and he gets a 5, which means he had to dive for that one. And he makes the play. And we are still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Game going like I kind of expected. Here is the catcher for Pittsburgh, Ed Ott. Another great baseball name, Ed Ott. Gotta love it. Norman with the pitch. That is a 4-2. That is an error grounder. Ott 3-6. That's a fly ball to right. There will not be an error, and that will be Griffey making that play, and that is out number 1. Here is the center fielder, Omar Moreno. Batted .240 that year, but Moreno was an excellent fielder. Had a range of 5 there. Moreno has excellent range. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd. Here is the pitch from Norman. 3-3, that's a strikeout chance, and a 6 will get him. That is strikeout number 5 for Norman. He is dealing. And now brings up the Pittsburgh pitcher in Jim Rooker. Norman's pitch, 4-2. That's a possible error grounder. Rooker, 1-1. Rooker gets a base hit. That is a single to pass shortstop. And the shortstop is Concepcion. His error rating is a 4. That is a 14. That is there is no error. So Concepcion makes the play, but Rooker will hold it first. A base hit for the pitcher. And that is the first hit for the Pirates in this game. Now can the Pirates take advantage of it? Here is Frank Taveras with 2 outs. I should roll for Strat first, really, although I really don't see anything happening. But let's see. That is a 6, nothing happening. Norman's pitch, 3-2. Strikeout chance. A 10 is going to be too high. Taveras, 2-4. Fly out to left field, and that will end it. Nothing for the Pirates. They do get a hit at the end of 3. Still no score between this matchup of 2 big National League powerhouses in 1977. Top of the fourth, Rooker back on the mound for the Pirates. Here is Joe Morgan, leads off for the Reds. Rooker 4-5 against the lefty. That is a home run check. And against the lefty, Morgan has a 13. No adjustment from the stadium. That is a 6, and that is a goner. Joe Morgan slaps a home run for the Reds. Jim Rooker pitches Joe Morgan a meatball, and he turns it into lasagna. And that is a homer for Morgan. Morgan hit 22 home runs in that year, and he gets one. Rooker makes a mistake against the lefty. And it is 1-0 Reds. The batter now, George Foster. Stadium groans. Rooker with the pitch. 2-5. That's a walk. And the 8 is going to be good. George Foster will walk. He has an 11 against lefties. -2 is a 9, and he does walk Foster. Jim Rooker gives up a home run. Now he walks Foster, and the batter now is Bench. Infield halfway. I'm sure all my Reds fans will watch this game on replay. First, I should roll for a strat. Strat roll is an 11. Nothing happening. Rooker's pitch, 4-4. That is a strikeout chance, 16 too high. Bench, 3-4. That's a ground ball to short. Bench's double play rating 2. +1 is 3. +1 is 4. Second baseman for the Pirates is Stinetti. Adds nothing. So a 1-4, they turn 2. They get a 5 also. He gets a 5 again. So they can't turn 2, but Foster is out at second, though. And there is 1 out. They do not turn the double play as Bench beats the throw. So that is a fielder's choice. And here is Dave Concepcion. Infield remaining halfway. Strat roll says an 18. Concepcion, do you bunt here? Bench on at first. Concepcion batted .271. No, you don't bunt. 1 out, Bench on at first, Rooker's pitch. That is a 3-3. That's a walk +10, and a 7 will walk Concepcion. Another walk issued by Rooker. And now Dan Dreesen will come up to bat with runners at first and second. The Reds got a very good opportunity here. Infield still halfway. Fans here at Three Rivers trying to hope maybe hope the Pirates can hold out. That is a 1-6. And that is a strikeout chance. And a 1 will get Dreesen. And that is only the first strikeout by Rooker. He only had 89 in 77. So now there are 2 outs. And here's Cesar Geronimo. Strat roll says an 18. You're not bunting with 2 outs, so. Runners at first and second. Can Rooker get out of this inning only giving up the 1 run? Geronimo at the plate. Pitch from Rooker. 1-6. Strikeout chance 17 will be too high. Geronimo 4-4. Single into left field. That is a base hit. Johnny Bench's base running rating is added 1 to get second to home, so it's a 3. With 2 outs is a 4. The ball was hit to left field. That's Oliver. He subtracts 1. A 1-3, Bench is safe at home. That is a 5. He holds at third. He does not move. He does not go past third. And the bases are loaded. Bases are loaded, but of course the batter is the pitcher, Fred Norman. 2 outs, 1-0 Reds. But because Johnny Bench doesn't come to score, now Jim Rooker's got a chance to get out the pitcher and prevent an extra run. That's huge that Johnny Bench did the defense that the third base coach didn't send him. I am really surprised on that. You know the pitcher's batting. You got to try to get the run in. That's why sometimes inside pitches base running system can hamper instead of hurt. Can hurt you, not just help. With 2 outs, I would have said Bench because I know the pitcher's batting next. If he's thrown out the plate, oh well. 2 outs. Anything on Strat? A 20, possible pickoff. That is a 17, and he throws to try to get Johnny Bench picked off, but Bench gets safely. Here's the pitch from Rooker. 1-3, possible home run check. That won't matter because Norman has no home run rating at all, so I'll just completely disregard it, and we'll just make it a blank. Norman will hit, though. Can he come away with a hit? 5-1? No, that's going to be a ground out to second. And the inning is over. The Reds do get 1 run on 2 hits, a solo jack by Joe Morgan, but probably could have gotten a lot more. 1-0 Reds as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Timeout. One nothing Cincinnati. 1-0 Redlegs. Who leads off? It would be Phil Garner leading off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch from Norman. That is a 4-2 error grounder. 5-5 Garner. That is a fly out to center. There is no error. 1 man down. Next up is Dave Parker. Norman 2-2 strikeout chance. 9 will not get him because Parker's a 10 against the lefty. -1 is a 9. No, it does get him. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the walks. That is a 10. -1 is a 9. That is a 9. He does strike out Parker. 2 down. He does get him. And now Bill Robinson. Pitch from Norman, 1-4, wild pitch, ball 1, nobody on base. 1-5, that's a strikeout chance, and a 2 will get Robinson, and Norman is just being unconscious on the mound right now. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the 7th strikeout by Fred Norman in this game, and it remains 1-0 Reds. Bears Den 007 joins me now here at Three Rivers Stadium. We're in the top of the 5th. The Reds are leading 1-0. Jim Rooker is the pitcher now, still pitching for the Pirates. Here is Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle, leading off for the Reds. Rooker's pitch 4-1. That is a blank. Charlie Hustle 5-3 popped out to third. 1 down. Here is Ken Griffey. Rooker 2-1. That's a blank. Griffey 4-5. That is a double hit well into right field. And Griffey will head to second. And the batter now is Joe Morgan. He hit a home run. He hit a big homer in the last inning. Runner on second. Anything on Strat? That is a 3. Griffey is a 3. You divide that by 2, 1.5. It would be a hit and run opportunity, but you don't hit and run with runners at second or runner on second, so it'll be a normal hit. Rooker will pitch to Morgan. Griffey on at second, 3-6. Hit by pitch. That 4 is going to be too low. A 2 -10 is a negative. So no hit by pitch. Morgan will swing, though. 2-4, that's a star line 3, and that's a fly out to right. Fly ball to right field, and Ken Griffey's base running rating is a 3. Does he try to go to third? It is a 4. He does not. He holds. 2 outs. And now George Foster, who is 0 for 1. Anything on Strat? 10, no. Rooker's pitch. 6-1, that is a blank. Foster, 4-1. That's a fly ball center field, and that'll get taken care of by Moreno. And the 1-out double doesn't do any damage. 1 hit for the Reds, but that is all. They still lead 1-0. in a pitcher's duel between these two teams. As I said, I thought this was the best game of the second round, and Fred Norman right now is absolutely in the zone. But we'll see how long it lasts. Here is Al Oliver leading off for the Pirates in the bottom of the fifth. Norman with the pitch, 3-1. That is a range play. Oliver, 6-3, single into left field. Now the ball is hit to Foster. His range is a 4. Is this a single or is it a fly out? It is a 4. George Foster will make the catch and turn that into a fly out. 1 down. Here is Rennie Stinnett. The Reds had very good defense in the outfield. Foster range is a 4, Griffey's is a 3, and Geronimo's is a 4. You got good defense in the outfield. Norman will pitch to Stinnett. 3-3. That's a strikeout chance. The 18 is too high. Stinnett, 2-3, and that is going to be a single into center field. So Stinnett gets a base hit. He will trot down to first. And here is Ed Ott. Anything on Strat? A 1. Stinnett's attempt. Stinnett is a steal attempt. Stinnett's 12 minus 3 is a 9. Bench is a 0. 1-9 for Stinnett to try to steal second. And Ed Ott at the plate batting 264. 1-9. Nah, I'll call off the steal and let Ott hit normally. Norman's pitch. 6-4. That's a double question mark against the lefty. A 1-6 would be a star line. That is a 2, and that's a star line. And that will be a ground out to short. Ott's double play rating 1, nothing from Norman. The infield, of course, is automatically halfway, so 2. The second baseman for the Reds is Morgan. He adds 1. So a 1-3, they turn the double play. And they do. Shortstop to second to first. And they get the twin killings. Side retired. Maybe I should have had him steal. I don't know. But a 45% chance just didn't sound right. No runs. There was a hit for the Pirates at the end of 5. It's still 1-0 Reds. Kevin Hayes and Keith White join me here at Three River Stadium. Yes, another pitching duel, and Kevin Hayes says, go Bucks. Top of the 6th, it will be Johnny Bench leading off for the Reds. He is 1 for 2. Rooker, 4-2, walk plus 10, and an 8 will easily do it, and Bench will trot to first. Now Dave Concepcion. Strat roll says a 14, nothing happening. Infield, of course, automatically halfway. Bears Den says, let's go Johnny Bench, his favorite player as a kid. And he did make the first base on a walk. Rooker, 1-3, possible home run, question mark. And against a righty, a 1-14, that is an 11. That does pass the check. Concepcion against a lefty, though, is a 3. So a 1-3, Concepcion hits this out. It's a 14, he does not, so now that is a blank, but Concepcion gets the hit. That is a 4-6. It's a star line 2, and that's a fly out to center. So Concepcion actually hit a good one, but Rooker did not pitch a good pitch, but Concepcion got under it, and it's just a fly out to center for out number 1. Here is Dan Dreesen. Anything on Strat? A 7, nothing happening. As Philip Reynolds, it says, go Reds. I knew he would be here for this game. I felt this would be the best game of the second round. 6-1 for Rooker. That is a blank. Dreesen, 5-4. That is a fly out to right field. 2 men down. Infield goes back to normal now for Cesar Geronimo, who bats for the Reds. Rooker, 1. Actually, I should roll a Strat first. 8-16, nothing happening. 2-6 for Rooker. That is a star line, and that will be a automatic out. And that is a ground ball to short, and the inning is over. Nothing for the Reds except for a walk. We go to the bottom of the sixth, still 1-0 in this heck of a game between these two excellent teams in 77. The difference right now, a Joe Morgan home run. And the reason why the Reds are up 1-0. No APA today. Maybe, I don't know. Still learning the rules. Bottom of the sixth, Fred Norman will be pitching to Omar Moreno. Norman having a heck of a game too. He has 7 strikeouts in this game. And he is still dealing. Norman will pitch to Omar. That is a 6-2. That is a walk plus 10. And the 20 is going to be too high against the lefty. That is a 10. And, of course, you add 10, which is a 20. But Three Rivers Stadium subtracts 2, which is an 18. So Moreno does not walk. Three Rivers Stadium does not put him on base. Moreno does get the hit, though. It's a 5-2, and that is going to be a fly out to left. Three Rivers Stadium hurts. Omar Moreno does not allow him to go on base. Here is the pitcher, Jim Rooker. He got a base hit his last time up. Norman, 2-2 strikeout chance. He's got him. That's the 8th strikeout now for Norman. And now Frank Taveras. The master version looks real confusing. I had a good look at the master version. Clunky? Yes. Doable? I think so. I actually practiced with it. I know you got the Merino boards. I heard about that. I actually practiced a little bit with the master version, just out of nothing, just used a couple of cards to see if I can work with it. It's doable. It's doable. I actually think if I was to use basic, if I was to do an APA season, I would use the basics. I would use basic APA for regular season, master version for the playoffs. Norman against Taveras. 3-1, that's a range play. Taveras, 3-3, that is a star line 4. That's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Joe Morgan. His range is a 2. He will make the play. He'll throw to first and get the out. Joe Morgan, great defense the Reds are getting. And another 1-2-3 inning. And at the end of 6, it is still 1-0 Reds. Top of the 7th. And the batter will be Fred Norman. The Reds will let him hit. Why not? He's dealing. Jim Rooker will be tired at the end of this inning. Here's the pitch to Norman. 6-1, that's a blank. Norman gets the swing. 1-1, that's a line drive hit right to second for 1 out. I also didn't get any APA seasons. Not yet. I wanted to play first the four teams that came in. And if I order seasons, I'll be working about that. Probably won't order any seasons until next year. I'm still trying to complete my inside pitch collection. I'm not done with that yet. Jim Rooker with Pete Rose. Rooker, 6-4. And that is he tired? He would be tired after this batter. So no, that is still a blank. Rose, 3-3. But Rose gets a single anyway. Hits a single past first. That's a base hit. Rose will go to first, and the batter will be Ken Griffey. With 1 out, infield halfway. Steeler fan now joins me here at Three Rivers Stadium. That's going to be it for Jim Rooker, as he's going to come out. The Pirates are going to go to the pen. He has now reached his point of weakness here, so let's see who the Pirates want to bring in to pitch. You got what do you got here? You got 2 lefties coming up, so I think we'll see a left-hander. See who they want to bring in. And coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be Grant Jackson. He was 5-3, 4 saves, 3.86 ERA. Grant Jackson will now pitch to Ken Griffey. 1 out, top of the 7th inning for the Reds. Anything on Strat? A 20, possible pickoff. That is an 18. Jackson throws to first, but Rose gets back safely. And now we roll. Jackson 3-1. Wild pitch. That's a 1, and that's a possible passed ball instead. And the catcher is Ott. His range is a 1 to stop a passed ball. He got it. Wow, he makes the play. Ed Ott, a 1 he needed to stop a passed ball, and he gets it as he blocks it, and that's just ball, and that is ball 1. They will redo it again. Ott looks at Jackson, says, man, can you throw one a little closer to me, man? We almost let Rose go to second. They'll do it again. Jackson will pitch 1-3. That is a star line. And that is a fly ball to left field. And that is out number 2. Infield no goes back to normal. And the batter now is Morgan. He hit the home run. That is an 18. Nothing happening. House rule, no S runners are auto out at home on a single, man on second with Denerco. I mean, yeah, I've been reading all about these rules. I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, the game, I did do a quick practice game last night. It flows very smoothly. At least the basic version does. I know the master version is a lot more complicated, but as clunky as it looks, there is ways to get that game moving as smoothly as possible. I'll work on it. 2 outs. Joe Morgan, the batter. Anything on Strat? That is wrong die. That is a 5. Nothing happening with Rose at first base. Jackson will pitch 2-6. That's a range play at the ballpark. 2-2. That's a fly ball to right field. That is hit to Parker. His range is a 5. And he makes the play. And the inning is over. A fly ball to right. 1 hit for the Reds, but that's all they can get. Still 1-0 here at the 7th inning stretch. Our next inside pitch game will be tomorrow, game number 19. And that will be the Texas Rangers taking on the Kansas City Royals in the 3rd round. That should be exciting. We have payoff pitch tonight. The Cleveland Indians battling against the Baltimore Orioles. We get our first look at the Orioles in payoff pitch. Might try to get my golf game finished. We have the back 9 of History Maker Golf and my Junkin' New Invitational. See if I can get that done in the mid-afternoon. Sometimes I think I overwork myself a little bit, but I'm just having fun. There's nothing to do here being locked in with COVID. I don't have it, but we're just trying to be safe in very uncertain times, my friends. And I hope all of you guys are all safe and well, healthy, and just be smart and strong. That's all it is. Bottom of the 7th, Fred Norman will pitch for the Reds. And Phil Garner will bat for the Pirates. Norman pitching beautifully today. Fans here at Three Rivers. Remember, the Reds are the higher seed. So the Pirates right now, they are the 7th seed, Cincinnati the 10. So right now the Reds are looking at a little upset, although I really didn't think this would be an upset between these two because both these two teams were good. 5-1 for Norman against the righty. That is a blank. Garner gets the swing. 6-4, Starline 1, fly ball to left. And that is out number 1. Here is Dave Parker. Parker forced Norman 4-6. That's a range play at the ballpark. Three River Stadium 2-2, fly ball to right. That ball is hit to Griffey. Griffey's range is a 3. Does he make the play? No, he does not. It's going to be out of Griffey's reach. Is it a single or a double? That is a double for Dave Parker. He will go to second. And that is a base hit. A rare hit that Fred Norman gave up, and the Pirates have the tying run at second base. Here is Bill Robinson. Robinson has struck out twice. Tying run at second. Anything on Strat? A 10, nothing happening. Norman will pitch to Robinson. That is a 3-3 strikeout chance, 20 too high. Robinson swings 2-6. Single into right field, base hit. Parker's base running rating is a 4. 1 is added to him to get to home. It's a 5. The right fielder is Griffey. He adds 1. That is a 6. There's not going to be a throw. Parker will score automatically, and this game is tied at 1. Robinson stays at first. No throw. And the Pirates tie the game up. Here is Al Oliver. They finally break through Fred Norman. 1 out, infield halfway. Anything on Strat? A 20. A pickoff chance. Norman throws to first. And Robinson is safe. Norman will pitch. 1-5. Strikeout chance. A 9 against the lefty will be too high. Oliver swings 4-4. Ground ball to second. Oliver, a double play rating 2. +1 is 3. 0. Shortstop for Cincinnati. Concepcion adds 1. A 1-4. They turn it. It's a 6. They do not. The ball was hit too slow. Robinson makes it to second base. Oliver is out. 2 down. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. The batter is Rennie Stinnett. 2 outs, infield normal. Where's Captain Hook to take Norman out? I don't think you take him out just yet. He only gave up. Yeah, that's right. No, my name is not Kevin Cash. Norman's still very strong. He's still got a few batters left. Stinnett. Norman will pitch to Stinnett. Anything on Strat to make sure. That is a 9. Nothing happening. Norman will pitch. 4-5. Strikeout chance. 5 against the lefty is too high. Stinnett swings 6-4 against the lefty. Single past third base. It is a base hit for Stinnett. Robinson's base running rating is a 2. And in order to it needs to be a 5 in order to get home. He is not. So Robinson, actually with a 3, still doesn't make it. Robinson holds at third. He gets a base hit, but Robinson has to stay, and the batter is Ed Ott. Sparky! Does he like that in Detroit? 2 outs, runners at the corners. Ed Ott will now go up against Norman. Lefty on lefty. They're going to keep Norman in there. As they should. He's only given up 1 run. 2 outs. Anything on Strat. A 20. A pickoff chance. Norman throws to third. And Robinson is back safely. Norman will now pitch to Ott. That is a 5-5. That's at the ballpark. Three Rivers Stadium, 1-5. Single into center field. That is going to be a base hit and a possible double. Robinson will come in to score. It's an automatic 2 bases. Stinnett goes to third. Ott is at first. His base running rating is a 2. A 1-2, he makes it to second. 3-5, he holds. 6, he's out. It's a 3, and he holds. But a run scores, and the Pirates take the lead 2-1. Thanks to Three Rivers Stadium. And the batter now is Omar Moreno. You wonder how many games the 75 Reds would have won if they acquired Seaver in 75. Yeah, but the Mets weren't willing to part with him yet, even though the Mets back in the after the 73 season from 74 to 70, about what, 81, 82, the Mets were just god-awful for those years. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, now 2-1 Pittsburgh. Fred Norman. They're going to keep him in there. He still is not out of it yet. They're going to keep him in there. Pitch to the lefty, Omar Moreno. 2 outs. But if he gives up another run, that'll be it. 2 men down. Anything on Strat? That is a 14. Nothing happening. Norman will pitch. 2-6. That is a blank. He's not tired yet. Moreno, 1-3. Starline, 6. He grounds out to short, and that will end the inning. Pittsburgh gets 2 runs on 4 hits. At the end of 7, the Pirates now lead it 2-1. You knew sooner or later Pittsburgh was definitely going to wake up. This lineup they have is just way too strong. The 77 lineup they had was very, very tough. Top of the 8th inning coming up. Would Seaver have made the White Sox better in 83? Seaver was still very good. I mean, remember, Seaver was, a once in a lifetime, was really a twice in a lifetime pitcher. Only he and Walter Johnson had 300 wins, 3,000 strikeouts, and ERAs under 3. Only 2 pitchers have that stat, and that is gigantic, which means that's the reason why Seaver is a top 5 pitcher in baseball history. Would he made the White Sox better in 83? Seaver would have made anybody better no matter where he went. He even made the Red Sox better in 86. What the hype would have been if Seaver could have pitched one of the World Series games against the Mets in 86 at Shea Stadium. Look, can you imagine the hype that game would have had? It's too bad they left Seaver off the playoff roster in 86 for the Red Sox. The hype. Tom Seaver pitching for the Red Sox against the Mets in Shea Stadium in the 86 World Series. The hype. Seaver versus Gooden or something like that. Oh, my God. The old guard against the new. Top of the 8th inning, Grant Jackson. Let's see who the Red Sox have. And Grant Jackson's going to come out of the game for Pittsburgh because they're going to go to a righty from the bullpen. Let's see who they want to bring in here. And they're going to bring in Kent Tekulve. Kent Tekulve will pitch for the Pirates here in the top of the 8th. As the Reds have 3 right-handers coming up. George Foster leads off for Cincinnati here on the top of the 8th. Went to the South Side in 84. That's right. But he made everybody better no matter where he went. Let's put it interesting. On my all-time baseball team, Tom Seaver is pitching on my second day. That's how good I thought he was. He is in my all-time 5-man pitching rotation. Tom Seaver pitches on my second day. Koufax is my opening day starter. Seaver is the second day starter. Bob Gibson third. Randy Johnson fourth. Greg Maddux fifth. With Steve Carlton and Nolan Ryan as spot starters in the bullpen and long relief. Tekulve will pitch to Foster. 4-2 strikeout chance. 12 will be too high. Foster, 1-4, ground out to short. And we got 1 out. Here is Johnny Bench as the Reds now find themselves behind. Tekulve's pitch. 4-2 strikeout chance. A 2 will get Bench. 2 down. And now Dave Concepcion. Tekulve, 6'5". That is a blank. He's not tired. Concepcion, 5'4". Ground ball right back to Tekulve. He will throw to first. And that will end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. That's beginning to cloud up a little bit here. I'll add a little extra light. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. It's still 2-1 Pirates. Hard to compare the dead era ball pitchers at such an advantage. Yes, they did. Let's see. Who leads off for the Pirates? It is the pitcher. Pittsburgh will have Tekulve not bat. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the Pirates. And Fred Norman's going to come out, as he is done. And the Reds will bring in a new pitcher. And we'll see who they want to bring in. And let's see. Red bullpen is a little bit iffy. That's the only thing. The Reds bullpen that year was kind of meh. Had a couple of decent pitchers. Coming on to pitch for the Reds will be Manny Sarmiento. No record to save, a 2.45 ERA. Manny Sarmiento will come into pitch. Pinch hitting for the Pirates, however, against the lefty against the righty will be Willie Stargell. Stargell will pinch hit for Tecovi, and Manny Sarmiento will pitch for the Reds. So here's Papa Stargell. He was not on the main. He only had 186 at-bats. He was not on my main roster. So let's see what happens here. Bottom of the 8th inning, Sarmiento against Stargell. Gullett, Norman, Nolan, Billingham, no Hall of Famers there. Yep. Didn't really have an ace, as I recall. Was Gullett on that team? Don Gullett, 75 of the Reds. I don't know about 75. This is the 7. Remember, this is the 77 Reds. Tom Seaver was the ace of the Reds, 77. Sarmiento against Stargell. That is a 1-1 strikeout chance. 7. That will get Stargell 1 out. Stargell heads back to the bench, and now here is Frank Taveras. Sarmiento, 1-5. That's a blank. Taveras, 1-3. That is a hit column roll to right field against a righty. That is a 4, and that is going to be a single for Taveras. He gets a base hit. And Taveras gets his first hit of the game. He's now 1 for 4. Batter now is Phil Garner. 1 out, infield halfway. I am still rolling Strat. That is a 7. Taveras might be a steal here. 12. Taveras 16 plus 1's a 17. Bench 0. 1 to 17 for Taveras to steal second. I'll try it. And Taveras is safe with a stolen base. Simple enough. And a big run is in scoring position. Stolen base for Taveras, and now Garner. And now I'll re-roll Strat again. Now the infield is back to normal. Re-roll Strat again. That is a 12. This time there's no steal. That's a 6. So Sarmiento will now pitch to Garner. Sarmiento, 1-2. Error throw. Error on a throw. Garner, 5-4. That's going to be a double to right field. Garner smacks a double. And the ball is hit to right field. That is Griffey. His error rating is a 2. That is a 3. There will not be an error, but Taveras will score from second, and the Pirates now lead it 3-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Garner will hold at second base. Now 3-1 Pirates. As Phil Garner gets an RBI double. The batter now is Dave Parker. Still 1 out. The Reds were cruising, but suddenly the knew sooner or later the Pirate lineup would do it. Anything on Strat? 5. Garner's attempt rating 6 divided by 2 is a 3. Parker, no hit and run. So that will be normal. Sarmiento, 1-4. That's a strikeout chance. A 10 is going to get him. He strikes out Parker. 2 outs. And here is Bill Robinson. Anything on Strat? Garner, an 8. Nothing happening. Sarmiento. That's a 4-4. That is at the ballpark. Three Rivers Stadium, 1-3. Single into right field, and that is going to be a possible double as well. Automatic 2 bases. So Garner will score from second. Robinson's base running rating is a 2. It's hit to right. Griffey adds 1. So a 1-3. Robinson's on second base, and he does turn it into a double. 4-1 Pirates. And that's going to be all for Manny Sarmiento. As the next batter is Al Oliver. The Reds don't have much goodness in left-handed pitching, so they're just going to bring out their best pitcher remaining, and that's going to be Pedro Borbon. 10-5, 18 saves, 3.19 ERA. He'll go up against the lefty, but right now the Reds just bring in their best pitcher to try to shut this door here, but the Pirates now lead it 4-1 with 2 big runs here in the bottom of the 8th. As it looks like the Reds are not going to move on, but they're still the top of the 9th. Robinson on second. That was a single turn double. Anything? Wait, do a strat roll. Am I doing a strat roll? Actually, no strat roll, but I am rolling for pickoff, though. Nothing there. Borbon will pitch. 5-5. That is a walk, and Oliver with a 2, and that will walk Oliver. No, it won't. I'm sorry. Oliver against the righty, that's a 3. -2 is a 1. He does not walk Oliver, so Oliver will swing, though. 1-2, and he pops out to third, and that will end the inning. The Pirates get 2 runs on 3 hits. And at the end of 8, the Pirates are now leading 4-1. Top of the 9th inning. 4-1. Danny Dreesen leads off for the Reds. The Pirates will bring in their closer. And here comes the Goose. It is Goose time. There is Goose Gossage. He will come in to close this game. 11-9, 26 saves, a 1.62 ERA. Goose Gossage will go up against Dan Dreesen, top of the 9th. Can the Reds get some 9th inning magic now? Gossage. That is a 4-3. That's close enough, actually. 4-3. That is at the ballpark. Three Rivers Stadium. 5-2. A possible hit to left field. That is a 16. And that is a possible home run for Dan Dreesen. Dan Dreesen has to roll a run rating, though. So against the righty, that is a 12. A 1-12, Dreesen hits this out. It is an 8. Danny Dreesen gets a leadoff home run off of Goose Gossage. Solo shot for Dreesen. 4-2 now. Here come the Reds. But now 4-2, the batter is Cesar Geronimo. Pedro Borbon is due to bat next after him, so that will be it for him. As the Reds will go to the bench. But here's Geronimo. But now 4-2. A leadoff home run thanks to Three Rivers Stadium. Gossage with the pitch. 3-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Geronimo, 5-5. That's a hit column roll to left field. That is an 8. And against the righty, that is going to be a triple for Cesar Geronimo. A triple. He will go to third. Goose Gossage comes in, gives up a home run, and now a triple to Geronimo, and the tying run coming to the plate. They're going to go talk to Gossage out there for a moment, as fans here at Three Rivers Stadium just got very scared. They'll go to the bench for the Reds And in the ninth inning, I always bring out the best stat from the bench. Although the Reds bench was kind of meh. And coming on to bat for the Reds will be Ray Knight. He batted .261 in 77 with only 92 at-bats. A very young Ray Knight, future Met, of course. Geronimo on at third. Ray Knight, the batter. 4-2 now. Nobody out. Infield is going to stay normal. The Pirates want to get the out. So here is Ray Knight. Gossage, 1-3 against a righty. That's a blank. Knight, 5-1. Starline 4. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Geronimo's base running rating is a 3. Is a 3. Do we send Geronimo home on that play? I have a choice. His base running rating is a 3. I'm going to roll. His base running rating is a 3. I'm going to roll to see if he does run. A 1-3 he does. 4-6 he doesn't. That is a 1. Geronimo is coming home. Knight is going. Actually, it's an infield was back. I'm sorry. Infield is back. So his base running rating on third is actually +2. It's a 1-5. So Geronimo will score and they'll take the out at first. Infield's back. His base running rating is a 5. So, but Knight is out, but it's now 4-3. As they decided to trade the run for the out. 4-3 now. That's right. When the infield is back, the base running rating on third, it becomes you add 2 to that. So his base running rating will be a 5. They're just going to take the out at first. But now there is 1 out. And the batter now is Pete Rose. This game is not over yet. Already 2 runs in here in the top of the ninth. 4-3. Charlie Hustle, the batter. Rose is 1 for 4 in this game. Gossage with the pitch. 4-1. Walk +10 against a righty. He will walk Rose, I believe 21 -2 is a 19. That is a 19. He walks the tying run. Early afternoon, life is good, need to retire. Well, that's what happens when you right now still out of work because of COVID. But good to have CP Cards and Dice TV here. Pete Rose will trot down to first as Goose Gossage has given up a leadoff home run and then a triple, and now the tying run is on first. On a walk by Pete Rose. On a walk +10, now the batter is Griffey. The infield is halfway. They're going to try to turn a game-ending double play. Here is Griffey. Am I rolling strat? Yes, I am. That is a 16. Nothing happening. Gossage will pitch. It's a 1-3 against the lefty. That's a walk +10. And against the righty, that's a 22. -2 is a 20. And he walks Griffey. The tying run is now in scoring position. And the batter now is Joe Morgan. And that's going to be it for Gossage. He is done. They will not let him finish this game out. The Pirates will go to the pen. And they're going to take a chance on Terry Forster, the lefty, against Morgan. Runners at first and second. Here is Joe Morgan. Morgan is 1 for 3. He hit a home run earlier in this game. Infield still halfway, now 4-3, top of the ninth. Tying run at second, go-ahead run at first. Terry Forster will come in to try to shut the door, as Gossage has been deemed ineffective. Ineffective. I will roll strat. There's 6. Nothing happening. Morgan against Forster. Fans here at Three River Stadium hoping they can close this game. Forster's pitch, 2-4 against the lefty. That is a star line. And it is a ground ball to shortstop. Morgan, 1-0 from Forster, 2. Second baseman's pivot. That is Stennett to 0. A 1-2. This game is over. It's a 4. It is not. Rose will make it to third. Ken Griffey, he will be out at second. Morgan beats the throw. 2 outs. Fielder's choice. The batter now is George Foster. Infield goes back to normal. Almost a game-ending double play. But they could not retire Morgan. So now runners at the corners, tying run at third base. George Foster, the batter now. 4-3 Pirates, 2 outs. Forster now trying to end it. Infield back to normal. Foster is 0 for 3 today. 2 flyouts, a grounder, and he walked. Another exciting finish here and on my channel as always. 1, 2, 3 ninth inning, which never happens. I know, right? I will roll strat. That is a 13. Nothing happening. Foster with the pitch. It's a 6-4. Possible error on a grounder. Foster will swing. 3-5. It's a fly ball to right field. Dave Parker's going to get under it. Pats his glove once, pats his glove twice, puts out his glove, block, and the ball falls into it, and that will do it. The Pittsburgh Pirates escape the Cincinnati Reds. 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, but the Reds come up just short. As George Foster flies out to right, and the Pirates come in with the win, 4-3. Kent Tekulve, Grant, I think, who was the start? Let's see. Grant Jackson's going to come away with the win. Forster's going to get the save, and Norman, actually Sarmiento is going to come up with the loss. And I'll give you guys a final line score here in a moment. For the Pirates, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Reds, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Grant Jackson's going to get the win. Sarmiento gets the loss. And Terry Forster actually comes and gets the save because Goose Gossage was awful. As Keith Harris says, raise the Jolly Roger. And the Pittsburgh Pirates will advance to the 3rd round. And they will take on they will host the California Angels in game number 21. I knew this game would be exciting. Between these two, I felt this was the best game of the 2nd round, and I was not disappointed. A win for the Pirates. Story of the weekend. Cincinnati goes to Pittsburgh and loses. A Steeler fan, of course, puts in his 2.5 cents. Our next game here on Inside Pitch will be game number 19. It will be the Texas Rangers taking on the Kansas City Royals. Of course, you just really watched Texas a couple of days ago beat Oakland. So it'll be Texas and Kansas City, the beginning of the 3rd round of this 1977 one and gone. Remember, we also have the Cleveland Indians taking on Baltimore tonight in 1985 payoff pitch action. And I'll see if I can get an Napa game here somewhere soon. And, of course, I want to get back to golf. So be on the lookout. I might be doing a little History Maker golf later today as well. Steeler Fan 1933, Keith Harris, Forever Remain 90, Bears Den, Cards and Dice, CP Cards and Dice TV, awesome channel. Please don't forget to check it out. Please don't forget to check it out because he is awesome. And, of course, we have Keith Hayes and Philip Reynolds, Keith Harris. Thank you all for joining me here at this game, and we'll see you guys a little later. Pirates eliminate the Reds 4-3 in a tight game here at Three Rivers. See you guys later. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong.